Hello, welcome to our program about Azalais de Porcairagues. Today, in our podcast, we are going to talk with the composer Azalais de Porcairagues.
Hello, Azalais. Our audience would like to know when you write your first poem.
My first poem was written in 1173.
And what is this poem about?
This poem talks about the death of Rainbow the Orange.
What kind of music did you compose as troubadours?
I wrote secular music, unlike other troubadours.
What themes did you compose about?
I composed songs about nature and landscape, the environment and rural life.
What kind of difficulties did you have as you were a troubadour?
It was very difficult because women have limited to education and the arts.
Now we say goodbye. Azalais send you to granting use this interview.
Thanks you for interviewing me.
Welcome to our new podcast. Today we have got a new guest named Bieiris de Romans. She is one of the most outstanding female composers.
Well, Bieiris, can you tell us where and when you were born?
Of course, I was born in France. That means that I compose in French.
Unfortunately, not much information has been found about you. But were you a composer?
Yes, I was a composer.
Can you tell us which was your best piece of music?
It was a love song.
Was it dedicated to someone in a special particular?
I wrote it for a woman I fell in love with, but unfortunately, at the time, lesbianism was not well regarded.
Oh, interesting. Well, and finally, did you find it very difficult to be a composer in the being a woman?
The truth is that it's really difficult at the time. Women are not very recognized in the field of music due to gender inequality.
Okay, we finished the program. Have a good day.
Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Alejandro, and today I have the pleasure of talking to you about Maria Contessa. She is an outstanding person in the field of the contemporary literature.
What kind of music did you compose?
I compose music in the style of troubadour poetry, characterized by simple melodies and lyrics. My songs, written in the Occitan language, address themes of courtly love, desire, and betrayal, and were often performed with instruments like the lyre or the lute. Through my music, I express intense emotions and a feminist perspective. That is a contribution to the rich tradition of medieval music.
And which language did you use?
I composed in the Occitan language, which was the language of troubadour poetry in the region of Provence, France.
How many poems did you write?
I wrote 12 poems, but nowadays there are only 6 of them. One is A September de Sol. This is my most famous poem, in which I express the pain of lost love and reflect on the Syrian betrayal. The second was Cantate a Trovaris. In this poem, I address themes of love and the condition of women in a medieval society. My works stand out for the sensitive and for being one of the few female voices of the time.
What did you use to write your works?
I primarily use poetry to express my works, employing a lyrical and emotive style typical of a troubled tradition. My texts were accompanied by music, and my themes often revolve around holy love, desire, and betrayal, reflecting my personal experience and emotions.
And this is all. Bye!
Hi guys, welcome to our new program, Past Stars. Today the top singer in the moment, Hildegard von Bingen. She's here to make us have a funny time.
Well, we are going to start discussing about your life. I am your trusted minister, my dear Audis, and we are going to discover a lot of interesting things about her. Where were you born?
I was born in Bermondsey Border Hall in Canty.
Who were your parents?
Hildeberto de Bermondsey and Matilde de Bermondsey Knight.
Where did you study?
In Dinsonberg since I was very small.
Did you have any siblings?
Yes, we were 10 children, and I was the smallest.
And what were your most famous compositions the reason you are here?
Well, counting all of them, I wrote 78, and I was proud of all of them. Here I show you one for listening, O Virtus Sapientiae.
And what challenge did you overcome for being a female composer?
Well, I had a lot of talent, but a lot of people didn't think that. It was really difficult. However, nowadays, a lot of people know me, and I'm very happy.
And we hope you like the program. The next about why we fight against witches. Sponsored by Medial Speed.
Hi, good morning. Today we are with Iseut de Capio. He's going to tell us about her life.
What can you tell us about your life?
Good morning. I'm ready to begin with the interview. Well, I was born in the 3rd century in Romans near Montélimar, south of France.
And in what language do you write your songs?
In Oc language.
What does mean that songs?
It's about courtly love.
Our time with our guest has finished, and we thank her for giving us her time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello, welcome to our podcast about woman composer. Today our guest is Kassia. She is a poet and a composer of the Eastern Roman Empire. She was born in Constantinople in 810 and she died in 865 with 55 years old. Now Maria is going to ask Kassia some question. Welcome, Kassia.
Hello, Kassia. We have the first question. What inspired you to devote yourself to music and poetry?
Hello. My fight and the desire to express the sacred led me to compose, as music and poetry are, for me, a form of prayer and connection with God.
Well, sounds great. Did you have a teacher who influenced you in music or poetry?
More than human teachers, my greatest inspiration has been prayer and the study of the scriptures. They guided me and gave me the strength to compose.
Oh, okay. Did you see yourself as a pioneer or simply someone following her calling?
I see myself as someone who simply followed her calling, without seeking to break boundaries, but with the conviction of doing what was right.
Okay. Can you tell me something related to your youth?
My youth was affected by a controversy that had begun centuries before my birth. A group of clerics questioned the official version of the Christian Church about the cult of images and said sacred images should be omitted. The emperor in 726 ordered the destruction of all images in the churches.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What were some of the musical pieces that you wrote?
I wrote about 50 hymns, of which 47 were troparias and 2 were canons. Several melodies are preserved today.
Okay, the last question. Was it difficult for you to compose at that time?
At first, my participation in music was very restricted. I could only participate in choirs and liturgical events.
In my opinion, it is more classic style of music. I would play it for either younger children or elderly people, because when you listen to this type of music, it relaxes and makes you concentrate more on what you are studying or doing.
Oh, thank you very much, Kassia.
And that's all. Thank you for listening. See you in the next program.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to a new program with us. We are going to ask Maria de Ventadorn some questions.
When were you born and where did you come from?
I was born in 12th century and I am from Limousin, France. My parents were Raimundo III and Elie de Severac.
Which were your compositions?
Some of the compositions I wrote were 3.
Who was your husband?
My husband was Bernard de Ventadorn. He was the great grandson of L6.
Which instruments did you play?
I played the flute and the laúd. I enjoy it too much.
And how is a day in your daily life?
It's so difficult because I was a girl in a very little mentally development time, that a woman hasn't got too much right and any freedoms to do the things.
And that's all. We hope you enjoy our program, and we go on with the next group.